planner friends, welcome to my first YouTube video. But before we get started, I wanted to come on here and I wanted to say that the outpouring of support for this channel from an account like mine is mind-blowing, and it's very humbling. And I just wanted to thank everyone who were in my comments and my DMs sending me love and support and excitement about this channel. So I just wanted to get that said, because you know, channels like these are nothing without all of you. So thank you. And so let's get started. This plan with me is going to be for the week of, let's see, September 15th through the 21st. I have a cheat sheet back here that I have just in case I forget something. It just kind of helps guide me through the week and make sure that I have everything that I need. So I'm gonna have this over here off to the side. And if you have any questions about where anything comes from, please don't hesitate to ask, leave a comment, and I will let you know. Try and be specific, because there's a lot of stuff in my planner. It's kind of like a hodgepodge of just a bunch of stuff. So yeah, if there's anything that you are looking for or you're curious about, please leave it in the comments or message me on Instagram, and I will answer that as soon as I can. In my Instagram stories, I did a poll, and I asked you if you liked short and to the point plan with me's, or if you liked the long version of chatty videos. And for the most part, it was a long version chatty video. So I'm going to do my best to be chatty, but I don't really have a lot to talk about. So if there's a brief time lapse in there, you'll know why. So let's get started. I have a bunch of stuff this week. I think I have two appointments, and then a bunch of other stuff that I have to get done at some point this week. So let's just start here. And most of my stickers, at least I would say 90% of my stickers, are going to be from Planner Kate. I was a big Erin Condren girly for a little while, and these are pretty much the stickers that you would have for Erin Condren. And so since I have so many of them, I'm really just trying to utilize what I have instead of buying, at least trying not to buy more. I can't even say that I don't, but trying anyways. But let's see if I can find everything. I really need to have better organization of these stickers, because they are just everywhere at this point. Oh yes, now I gotta pick a color. What color I want to do this week. Well, let's see. Last week was purple, and the week before that was orange. And then that was teal. So I'm thinking, let's see. I don't think blue, pink. Let me make sure I have enough boxes just in case. Pink. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with pink this week. Hopefully I'm in the frame. I really can't tell because the camera is so far above my head. But we're gonna try. I see that this is a lot harder than it looks. Just so we're clear, a lot harder than it looks. I put my 3 main habits that I have, that I like to keep track of, up here in this little bar. Because I figured, since I moved into this planner from a personal size planner, I didn't have like an insert, I guess you could say, for this planner. So I kind of had to just figure out how to add things to the system and figure out where everything was going to go, considering this planner is so much smaller than the personal sized inserts. I guess maybe not so much. It's pretty sure it's almost the same width, but it is a little bit shorter. Either way, it gives me a little bit less room, and so I am just trying to find ways to move all of my stuff over to this planner into this system and make it work for me. And it's been fun, I will say. And this planner is so small, it goes everywhere with me. And my other planner did go everywhere with me, but it was just a giant brick. Sure, most of you know. I remember picking up that planner after I'd had this one for a couple of weeks and was like, wow. The weight difference was tremendous. At least for me it was. And I really didn't even have my personal planner packed. So, and I try not to do it with this one either, just because of how small it is and the fact that it is a spiral coil. It's a lot harder to add things in here. And there's only so much give that it will take. So, but I was asked a lot. I think the main comment that I get on Instagram is, how do you get things, how do you put things in that planner? And most of what I have are the coil clips, which there is a shop that has the coil clips for this planner, specifically for this planner. And that's where I got that from. Let's see. Am I going bright? Yeah, I think I'm going bright. And I will try and have those things linked down below so that you can figure out where to get those things, because I've noticed ever since being in the day designer, at least the day designer pocket, it's kind of hard to find things specifically made for this planner. So it's kind of like, you know, planning and crafting kind of go hand in hand, but this is pretty much more crafting. So, but I think that's really the fun part about it. So, all right, let's see. This right here is probably my favorite book that I have of planner Kate stickers. It is mostly functional, which is, you know, what I tend to be. I tend to go as functional as possible. I used to be one of the pretty planners, and I'm kind of leaning more into that, I guess, as I go along. But I also have a lot of stickers that I need to use, so I might as well and go ahead and make it pretty and functional while I'm at it. But these are some of my favorite functional stickers, and like I said, I mean, the color schemes, I can just match everything to it, and I can come out with a pretty decent spread, and it's still, for me, it's still very functional. It's not too overwhelming with deco, and I'm able to just personalize it the way that I need to so that I can use it in a functional manner. Let's see. this one. Here it is. Let's see, do I have any pink? I do have pink. I need to make another Planner Kate order here pretty soon. I have a list that I've already started, and I have been asked to maybe see if I could do a video on my Planner Kate sticker collection, as well as how to shop on her site, because her site can be very overwhelming. She's got multiple amounts of listings, and if you're kind of new to it, it can be very overwhelming. So I'm thinking that I may need to make a YouTube and see if I can kind of pop it on the screen and kind of, you know, where you could just follow along and see kind of how it works. She has most of her stuff with these little numbers right here, so you pretty much just plug it in if this is the specific one that you're looking for, and then it will pop up. So really, it's not as hard as it seems, I promise. Okay, so let's see. I need I guess I can put that there. And then I have another appointment. So I have a doctor's appointment. Sure I don't forget that. Here we go. Going, I think this one. Well, let's see if I do a sticker for that. There it is. Pink. Okay. If you are on my Instagram, you should already know the 3 main habits that I like to track, which are reading, my dog's medications because they have to take medications day and night. And so sometimes if I don't track it, I will lose, like, if I gave it to them in the morning or did I give it to them at night. And then the other one is whether or not I cooked at home, because I am trying very, very hard to make an effort to make a habit of cooking every night at home, at least on the weekdays. Weekends, not so much. We can all try, can't we? Let's see. Hopefully my big head is not in the view of the camera. There's one. And this one. And then this week I wanted to try something different. Normally I don't divide the box, but I think I might do that this week. And I gotta figure out. I was gonna do a highlighter, but I don't know if that's what I want. I guess we could try this and see how this works. How big is that? Okay. No? Try that again. Okay. Well, I can deal with that. Well, I have to anyways. So I am not putting another sticker down. Alright, let's see. What else do we have? We have early release. I do have eyebrow appointments on Tuesday. So let's see. Ortho eyebrow. Stick this back here. I also want to do a video where I explain my planner system, like what it entails and why, you know, why I need it, why things are where they are. Because this planner system, I've had this system for a long time. I had it in my Erin Condren and pretty much any other planner that I've ever had. And not much of it changes. It stays pretty much the same. The only thing is it just depends on how it's put in, because, you know, personal ring planners, it's a lot easier. You just find an insert. You can either buy it or print it or create it yourself. And then you just pop it in. But this one is not as easy. So, let's see. Do I want to put this here? Yeah. I love planner Kate stickers, mostly because they are removable. So, and I have had stickers down for months and I've still been able to just pick them up and take them off. And most of the time I can actually reuse them. So, let's see. What time was that? That's not it. 10:30 a.m. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see what else I have. Early release trash day. Let's do trash. leave those out. Let's see what else. Church, just these same stickers. Let's see. There. Should have got my tweezers. I totally forgot about them. These are a little bit harder to place just because they're so small. There we go. Yeah, that was my robot vacuum mopping the floors. She is very loud. Okay. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Weekly reset. I need... It's this one. You would think I'd have all of these sticker places memorized, but when you're on video, it's almost like everything just goes out of your brain. I have no idea where anything is. I probably spend more time trying to find where my stickers are than actually planning. Okay. Let's see. Now, football game. I don't think I have that written down for this week. I'm gonna have to look on my phone to see. No, that's not it. Nope, I don't have it written down. So I need to update this list. I'll have to do that off camera, but that'll be on Saturday. Let's see, do we have any paydays? Technically, it was here, but we actually got paid on Friday, so I don't think I'm gonna mark that. Appointments, these are pretty much it for the week. Birthdays, pretty sure I don't have a lot of September birthdays. Yeah, I just have one. Let's see, I do need to mark Spirit Friday. Our kids have Spirit Friday at the beginning of the year when football season starts, and if they participate and wear a school color, school type of shirt, if the whole class participates, then they get to have a chance to win a Spirit stick. So I make sure that she at least does it so that she's not the odd one out. So how do I want to do this? I think I'm just gonna do another box. Do I want that? I don't want that. Okay, I have a few more. And let's see. I like these little finger reminders. I've used a good bit. Let's see, doing pink. Let's see. There we go. Okay, let's see. Already done that for the week. I do need to check and see if there's any senior dates going on. So let's see. School. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Nope, nothing for this week. Alright. Let's see. And then we need to go homecoming dress shopping this weekend, before all the good dresses are gone. So, what do I have in here? I think I'm going to use one of these. Now here's where my tweezers would come in really handy, but I do not have them with me. So, okay, as good as it's going to get. Okay, put that back over here. Then I think I had something else over here. I did 15th through the 24th, which is, okay, that's a long week of testing. Give me a second. 15th and 24th. I'm gonna have to double check that. Wonder if I wrote that down wrong. Okay. I will hold off on that then. Is there anything else? Okay. Alright, let's see. Take these out so I can see better on this side. Well, okay. Okay, so now we can start filling in the things that I know are reoccurring during the week. And I am going to do something a little bit different this week. I wanted to try it last week, and I did, but it did not work out the way that I wanted to. So I'm gonna retry it again this week and see. I like to have a to-do list, but that isn't specific to each day. So there's things that I have that are not scheduled into each day. They're just kind of whenever. So for example, I absolutely have to go get an oil change this week. But it's looking like my mornings are a little filled. So I'm thinking probably going to be a Wednesday, Thursday. And I'm just going to probably mark it up here just so that I can see it. Because if I put it and I schedule it in, there's a chance that, you know, I may end up having to push it. So I think I'm going to try doing that and seeing if I can get that to turn out better than I did last week. So okay. see. I don't think we have, yeah, well, I do have this. Okay. I don't think I have any more medication that I need to do. Let's see. Oh, I do know what I do need to do tomorrow. I'm gonna have to turn this. Do wash towels and wash bedding. Okay. Let's trash. See if I have anything else. I'm gonna go ahead and put this down, and then I'm just gonna be able to fill it out later on when I get what our football game, who we're playing, and what time. See, that way I don't forget it, because I certainly will. Here. Ooh. Well, let's see. These things are so tiny. Yeah. Okay. I need my football. There it is. Let's grab the pink one. And we'll put it right here. That way I'll remember to get this and look that up. Okay, so I don't have my brown highlighter, so I'm not going to highlight the days because I usually do that in brown. It's my favorite color, beige brown. Y'all know this by now. Let's see, I've already done the menu for this week. And let's see. Go ahead and add this here. And okay, so I wanted to see what I can do here. What do I want to do? Okay, I think is that too big? Okay. I think I'm just gonna go with the big one. No, am I? I can't make up my mind. Oil change. Okay. I'm gonna put this back over here somewhere. This has got to be one of my favorite parts of my planner. Reoccurring task page flags. Seriously, so helpful. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with the. Well, I don't have any pink. Oh, I might have to do the big one. Let's see, I don't have any. Nope. Okay. Well, I'll do the big one. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so and I think I'm actually going to take this sticker off of here because technically this is still this week's top 3, so I think I'm gonna move this over here, and then I need this. I have like a million of these things. These are so good for when you don't have boxes, or if you just need to use them in general. Alright, so I think I'm gonna do 2 of them at least. Well, I'll do this one. Alright, again, this is where my tweezers would come in handy, but I do not have them. Alright, and I'm gonna put this here, and I'm gonna put it here, and then I can add more if I need to. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. I'm going to do this. I need to order ink. Ink, and then oil change. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna pop this back in. This is a dashboard from Type A with Alexa, and I originally had this. This is sized for my personal rings planner, and so because I loved it so much, I wanted to put it in this planner. And so what I did was I just measured it, cut the bottom half, and then added the coil clip to it so that I could just take it and put it and move it wherever I needed to. I'm gonna stick this here because I need to figure out if those dates are even correct. And then I'm going to double check and make sure that I have everything needed. And it looks like it, so I'm gonna pop this is my meal plan for the week. It is on this little, I don't know what you call this thing, but I got it from Studio L2E, and I decided that, because in my personal rings I had a insert that had meal plan and then groceries, so instead of putting an insert in here, I just decided, since this can kind of hop with me each week, to put it here. And I have it broken down for dinners, and then what our options are for the week for breakfast and lunch. And then I have a running grocery list here, which I need to go and probably get a new one because I just got groceries and definitely don't need that anymore. Let's see, because I think I got everything. So let's see, back here, post it. What color? Let's just do this one. Alright, now we have a fresh one for the week, so if I need to write anything down, I can do that. Add that to the grocery list. And then I have a makeshift dashboard that this is also a Type A for Alexa. This was like a set of dividers that I had bought years ago. And I really wanted to just get into my stash and just utilize what I had. So I saw, I believe it was, was it the Momster Plans? I think she had done something like this, and I thought, you know what, I have all of these spiders. I have so many of these just sitting around, and these were probably my favorite because of the foiling. So I took it, and now this was like my first try, which is why it's so much smaller, but it works for now. I just kind of cut it, and then I hole punched it, Now, I did have that hole punch that some of the other planner accounts have, where it's like the square hole punch, and I got that from Amazon. But let me tell you, that thing, I straight up broke that thing. It does not punch through. It would not punch through this. So I just I did see where you could just take like a regular hole punch, and if you just lined it up, if you had another one and just lined it up, that it would be the same. So that's kind of what I'm doing for right now until I can. I mean it's working, so I might as well just stick with it instead of having to buy another one. But yeah, this is just my dashboard I have through here. I can put my little sticky notes on here. I can put you know, things that I need throughout the week that I don't need to forget. It's just what I have to budget out of the paycheck for each paycheck. Important things that I don't need to forget. Some school stuff, little notes. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else. We've checked off pretty much everything off this little cheat sheet here. So I am going to go ahead and end the video. And like I said, if there's anything that you see, anything you're wondering where it was from, I will try to link everything as best as possible. But if you're wanting something specific, just, you know, let me know. I can answer either in the comments or on my Instagram. My DMs are always wide open. So yeah. But I did want to again say thank you for all of the support, the courage that I've had to get to putting up a YouTube has been in the making, and it was a fairly easy decision after everyone in my DMs was really excited about it. So I don't know what video I want to do next. If there's something specific that you were wanting to see or wanting me to, you know, talk about, I would love to do a video on my system. If that's something you would be interested in, feel free to let me know. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching.